So I suppose if I don't do this now, it'll never get done. I'm recording this December 25th, 2020, and on December 31st, 2020 is when Flash Player is going to no longer be supported. And this website, which I made when I was about 9 or 10, was made using Wix, which back then used a Flash Player based web builder. So once Flash Player is gone, then will my website no longer be supported. And this website, which I made as a kid, it's not the greatest, but I think for a small child, I think I did pretty well. Um, so this website, the goal was essentially for me to spread my knowledge about the game and basically give other players tips about certain aspects of the game. Club Penguin, which I played a lot as a kid. I played it a lot. And ironically, Club Penguin is no longer around. But at least until December 31st, my website is. So funny how my fan-made website ended up outlasting the game itself, even though Club Penguin did start earlier than my website. But either way, um, a little while ago, I went through and actually screenshot all of these comments. And the comments actually take longer to load the deeper you go into them. But I went through that whole process of screenshotting them, all of them. And but in addition to that, I decided to do this little tour video about showing basically what this website looks like in action before it gets taken down. Now, it does look like there might be like a tool to convert this to HTML, but I'm not totally sure how well that works. So I just wanted to get this recording video done to just in case, that conversion doesn't really do it a justice. So here's the main page. Here I have a picture of my own little Club penguin. I have the Guy Fieri hair and the cool sunglasses, the green scarf. This is like my normal attire when I play Club Penguin, whenever I had a membership, at least. So basically, here at the top left, a daily tip. That's supposed to say daily tip. If you buy if you buy a toy, it may come with a coin. Enter the code on coin and select the items you want. So this was actual thing. I did buy a few Club Penguin toys, and they would come with a coin, and that coin would give you a code that would let you buy. Well, actually, not. I don't remember exactly what you could do with it. But yeah. So basically, some information about me. I only go on Snowplow. That was the server I mainly played on. It's kind of weird. I guess that's just the introverted side of me because back then, Snowplow was a server that for some reason didn't get a lot of a traffic. So I would actually prefer that server over the more active servers. Um, so that was kind of interesting. Uh, I come on randomly, and if it is full, go on South Pole or Snowfall, and I like to hang out in my igloo or potty room. Don't like my site? Go to Club Penguin. Yeah. Um, there was another website, Club Penguin fan site called Club Penguin and the initials of the game. I don't actually want to say these letters because they mean something different now. But that was essentially like a big inspiration for my own website was that fan website ran by Chris Dog. So as you can see, you got like 43 pages of comments, and you have like 5 or 6 comments per page. So there are quite a few. And again, the further you go back, the longer it takes to load. So I'm not going to read all of them. But as you can see, about a month ago, I posted these farewell comments to anyone who probably didn't actually see this page. There were a few people who frequented my website back then and actually came back now and again to reminisce about their childhood memories. So, uh, the news. So essentially, I would do these little news things where I would write about things that were going on in the Club Penguin world. And sometimes I would just post a screenshot like this. And sometimes, I would just essentially get the gist of whatever the Elite Penguin Force mission, whatever that was going on. Like when the login screen changed, I did a page on that. Everyday phoning facility. Yeah, I was naked there because I guess I didn't have my membership. The Red Dragon igloo item. Don't even remember what that was. I mean, like, there's some history in here, you know? A lot of memories were had with this game, and of course, these aren't all the news things that I did. It was only when I started putting them on separate pages that I was able to save them. Newsflash. So that was basically the main page. Now, originally, I actually put um, dedicated pages to all the characters in the game on the home page, but then I moved them over to this separate characters tab, and apparently people actually liked it better that way. So yeah, I kept it like this. And as you can see, I put a little effect with actually the color of the penguin as the back color. So yeah, that was pretty neat back in the day. It was pretty impressive for a little me. But of course, we had becoming a tour guide, an FPF agent, a ninja, a fire ninja, or a water ninja. At the time, I don't think ice ninja was a thing yet. Just fire ninja or water ninja. So that kind of speaks to the time frame about when I stopped working on this website, or at least lost interest. So I have like all the main mascots, Rockhopper, Penguin. So I actually never actually met Rockhopper in game. I just have a screenshot that I found elsewhere on the internet. If I could close out of this. And a Rockhopper tracker. Now, these were used when you actually wanted to find this character in the actual game when they were active. Now, of course, they no longer work for obvious reasons, and usually when they were working, they would either wrong or the room that they were in was completely full and you couldn't get in. I don't even remember if I ever actually met one of these special mascot characters in game. I don't even know if they were actual people or just bots, to be honest. But anyway, this is Rockhopper. He visits Club Penguin time to time. If you find him, click on him and click on the box. Then he will give you a prize. The red puffle with him is Yar. Want more info? Find Rockhopper's journal in the book room. Yeah, just some basic information about the character. And there's some comments here as well. So yeah, so going back to these other characters, got Gary. Gary the Gadget guy. He was pretty cool. I actually did a little drawing of him as a kid as well. Um, I actually did like a whole like profile for him, which I actually emailed to Club Penguin's fan art. You know what? I have a lot of Club Penguin emails as well. I'm wondering if maybe I should show those sometime. So yeah, some little slideshow of some Sensei's profiles. I wasn't actually playing the game before Sensei was added. It was a screenshot from back when he was sort of like a mystery character. You know, he didn't know who he was, and I thought that was interesting, so I added it. I have Aunt Arctic, who later became the director of the Elite Penguin Force, but we didn't know that yet, of course. And Chris Dogg, the leader of the Club Penguin fan website I mentioned earlier. So I guess in his own sense, he was kind of like a celebrity. Wonder what he's up to these days. No idea. So Candace, the leader of like the dance contests and all that. Click here for the tracker. It's not gonna work, obviously. Rookie, the rookie from the PSA, Penguin Security Agency, I think, and then later the EPF, the Elite Penguin Force. I feel like I'm saying Elite Penguin Force a lot. And here's the Club Penguin band. And I was fascinated with actually Club Penguin history. Like the history of the game was in development and before I played it. Um, the Club Penguin band is one of the oldest mascots in Club Penguin. They formed as three in Penguin Chat 3. When the Penguin band came to Club Penguin, they got new names, clothes, colors, and a new member, Frankie. So yeah, I was just fascinated with like the everything about Club Penguin back then, and still kind of interested in the development of now. I think Chris Hendricks has a YouTube channel who is one of the developers of Club Penguin, did a lot of the music and design for the game. You guys should go check him out. I'll put a link in the description. A lot of people don't even know who he is. Um, it's fascinating stuff, in my opinion. So, see, becoming a tour guide. I have this a nice crusty JPEG. Uh, do I look like I know what a JPEG is? And I tried to mask out this character right here by using the airbrush or spray can. And of course, I just forgot to do it here. So here are actually all the answers for the quiz to become a tour guide. I probably just copy and pasted all of these from a different website. Um, Warning, if you want to answer the questions fair and square, don't look at the answer key. So yeah, encouraging people to cheat. Club Penguin. Let's see, if you want to become an FPF agent. First, have someone who already First, have someone who is already an agent send you a recruit postcard. It looks black, but hover the mouse over it and words will appear. Click go there to take the test. So yeah, click to view the spy phone. I actually tried to make like a semi-working spy phone using these pictures here. Of course, like these don't work, but like if you tap on this, it shows you like the store. So agent actually can scroll down, see like the female agent set as well. You scroll back up. Like actual working buttons. Like for me as a kid, this was very impressive. Um, Actually, kind of am impressing myself right now. Like, this doesn't look very impressive, but for like a 10-year-old, this was like very, very hard to do. Field up lo Field up location. Yeah, I was not the best speller back then. Um, re kick alling plant. How do I get there? There's a mine on the map. Go there and go into the re kick alling plant. Wahare do I go? A Caputor. A Caputor. Yeah, I was not the best speller back then. Not the best was my grammar either. But anyway, just go back. So let me go back. A ninja. So big paragraph there, but essentially just gives you the gist and a nice poorly poorly done JPEG of a Club Penguin ninja there. And of course a fire ninja as well. That was a really, really bad JPEG right there. And notice how I made the comment box for this one orange to match the fire. Even had little tips here for the different moves you could do when you are wearing the robes. So if you do the dance, you'll hold the fire like a firebender. And if you do the wave, um, without the wave bracers, it will make you turn invisible. Or is it a dance? It says wave, so I guess it's wave. But it could be a mistake. I don't know. I don't remember. And of course, Water Ninja. This is actually a good looking image. Well, actually, no, it has a watermark on it, so nothing is perfect. Anyway, it actually said computer here as well. I didn't know how to spell computer back then. But anyway, that was all of them. You can just pause and read them if you wanted to. Uh, see my bad 10-year-old spelling. Now, here's some really interesting stuff right here. These are actually links to other websites that are loosely related to Club Penguin. Happy77 was a YouTube channel which did stuff related to Club Penguin. Actually, don't even know if the channel's still up, to be honest. Channel is not available. Whoops. Well, I guess that channel's dead. Just like Club Penguin. Card Jitsu site. This was actually a separate website used to do something related to Card Jitsu. I don't really remember. Had some like animations and stuff. It's pretty cool. Now, Rocket Snail. Those of you who know Club Penguin history, uh, might know Rocket Snail, the original creator of Club Penguin. And to me, he just fascinated me with his blog and him talking about Club Penguin related stuff. He tried to make like a spiritual successor to Club Penguin as well, called Box Critters, but I don't think that got nearly as popular. Um, Penguin Chat. So this was like the precursor to Club Penguin. Like before Club Penguin was Penguin Chat. This was like from what I understand, this is like a prototype for Club Penguin essentially. And there was actually like a version of Penguin Chat that was still up and running at the time of this website. Um, but as far as I know, it's no longer working. but I don't want to check because I don't want it to link to some bad website while I'm recording this. Of course, there's the other Club Penguin website. And Club Penguin cheats. This is actually a different Club Penguin fan-made website that was also made in Wix. So I might give that check that out at some point as well. So yeah. See, here he is right here. Eddie Butta 98. So here's the coins I mentioned earlier and membership cards. Now, here's an interesting bit. You see this top part right here? This is what the top of the website originally looked like. Of course, here I just never bothered to change it. But these, like this blue backdrop with like the little segments and stuff that I did was actually inspired by the original Club Penguin website, having these little things divided up into separate buttons. Of course, with this pre-made thing laid over it, so it doesn't really fit. But that was sort of the idea back then, was for these to be individual buttons. But that just kind of changed when I updated this. Anyway, so here are like things that actually scanned with our actual scanner to just preserve this art right here, I guess, to show the membership cards which my parents bought me. There's a rock hopper coin as well. I guess I removed the code. Not that it would have worked after I had redeemed it, but I actually had a rock hopper plushie. I actually think I still have it. I think I actually got 2 Club Penguin toys, a rock hopper plushie, and a little Puffle keychain. Now, I don't know what happened to the Puffle keychain, but I think I know what happened to rock hopper plush. Might post a picture of that to my Twitter at some point. I don't know. Follow me on Twitter. I'm actually making a game right now about a little cat named Snowball. Man, this game, of course didn't directly inspire it, but playing games like this as a kid really inspired my imagination. It made me believe that I could make games. Uh, and without this game, I might not be making games right now, to be honest. And, as a kid, I always wanted to make an MMO just like Club Penguin. Of course, now games like Club Penguin are no longer profitable, but they can make a game like it that sort of takes inspiration from it, but, appeals more to modern audiences. Who knows? But anyway, uh, multiplayer games, Find 4. And look here how I tried to use the spray tool to sort of censor out this, but I don't know why I censor that out. Just people's penguin names, I guess. I always win. So Manakala. Is it Manakala or Mancala? That might be a typo. Don't know why this isn't loading. So ice fishing. Just not gonna comment on every spelling mistake that I made, but if you want to stop and read these, you can. And again, a little bit more Club Penguin history. Original game. The original GOM for Aqua Grabber was to collect the missing pieces, peace as in, peace and quiet, uh, for Rockhopper's ship. But now there is no need for doing that, obviously. I actually made separate hint pages for the 2 different levels in the game. This is a fun one. I liked playing this one as a kid. So anyway, Puffle Roundup. Obviously, I didn't end up getting all of the mini games making tips and stuff for them. But this is what I managed to get done in the time I was working on this website. Now play. Now this was an interesting one. Now this is where I got really smart and technical. There's actually a way for you to spawn in at whatever room that you wanted, even rooms that were no longer accessible. By using a certain tag in the URL, it would actually spawn you in the room that you told it you want to go to. Now, of course, this isn't going to work at all because Club Penguin no longer exists, so these links are useless, but it's not even a complete list. And in here, there's actually a way, actually made this like a iframe box where it was actually like the Club Penguin game within my website. So it was sort of meta. The official Club Penguin game running within my fan-made website, and I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. That I was able to run Club Penguin's game within a website that I created. I loved that fact. So yeah, in fact, you're even able to go to like the old PSA Penguin Security Agency room after it exploded, but also after it was no longer accessible. Like you could still go to the holographic, replica room, but that's not the same as the original room. You could actually still go there if you had the right URL code. I actually met with certain people who are fans of my website there, and so I've discussed with them. Now, I was actually taking a break from playing Club Penguin at the time that that happened, where it sort of did this whole popcorn explosion. But yeah, just a little bit of neat Club Penguin lore history. And here's something pretty interesting. SWFs. Now, these were actually the files that were used to make up Club Penguin, and this just fascinated me. These were the actual like building blocks that were put together to actually make the game. And unfortunately, uh, some of these, of course, all of these don't really work. Um, some of them actually link to like the official files for the game, which of course no longer exist. They no longer are online officially. And some of these were hosted on unofficial websites and now read a link to inappropriate images with naked ladies. So I'm not going to be clicking on those for the sake of this video. Yeah, just the links sort of changed domain hosts over time and eventually just, ended up in a place where kids should not be, unfortunately. But yeah. So I'm not going to click on any of those. But like here is like some of the music from the game that you'd be able to click on it, and it would actually go to a separate tab, and it would play the SWF file that would play the music in that room. So, of course, this area was under construction at the time that I stopped doing it. Yeah, yeah, you don't want to click on these ones. So actually, what's interesting is that these actually linked to a separate website that actually hosted like the past issues of the Club Penguin Times, but now the website is like redirects to something naughty, so we don't want to click on that. Food. So pizza and coffee. I guess coffee, food. Yeah, close enough. Um, food, music. So pizza and coffee. Interesting how I stylized coffee here, like it's on the sign. That was pretty creative of me. I had a lot of fun making this website, you know? This website was just a lot of fun. No, I like fun. I like fun things. Of course, the April Fool's versions of these uh, parts of the town as well. Of course, not gonna actually click on them because I don't want to risk. Halloween, actually. A Halloween party, Halloween inside, Halloween lab. Don't really remember that. Halloween jam, and Halloween igloo music. And dance. The nightclub. Why did I put nightclub under dance? I don't know. Wouldn't that, well, it wouldn't go with food, because, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking about these categories. Dojo, Fire Dojo, War Dojo. Again, Ice Dojo was not yet a thing when I stopped working on this. Secret Agent. Uh, EPF Command Room. Puffle Party. From the Puffle Party. Page 10. Yeah, these are the ones that you definitely do not want to click on. Even made a little comment about it that I don't think anyone has read, because I don't think anyone is looking at my website now in 2020. So, yeah. So these were actually links, originally supposed to be links to websites that were from old, like Penguin Chat before Club Penguin. Because, you know, as I said, the development of this game really inspired me and fascinated me. I wanted to know as much as I could about the game. Of course, actual books that were like in the book room of the game. Now, okay, so what this guy is angry about, a little bit of context, actually had another tab up here about that actually linked to other games that had penguins in them besides Club Penguin. Because not only did I like Club Penguin, but I liked anything with penguins in it. And I actually had links to other Flash games that had penguins. Um, but apparently, people got confused and thought that those Flash games were actually part of Club Penguin. So when they actually went to Club Penguin, they had trouble finding them. So I took that tab away to avoid confusion. But apparently, this guy was very upset that I took away that extra tab. And I wonder if I can find those old Club Penguin. I'm not Club Penguin, but Penguin Flash games. They might be part of Flashpoint now, if I can find them. Man, so many memories. And yeah, that's actually it. That's like the end of the tour. Like this would have been like a huge website for me back then, but now it's just like a about a 35 minute tour, you know? And like of course it would be way longer if I had to go through all the comments and stuff, but just, you know, just all the basics. Like that's it. That was my website. And you know, as a kid, like this was like a really big deal to me. You know, people, I don't even know how people actually found my website. I guess I may have advertised it on like that other Club Penguin site, or maybe advertised it in the game itself by, you know, dancing in the town and posting the link, which I don't think you were supposed to do that. And also, I don't know, maybe some people found it on Google. I mean, there was a checkbox to say, you know, make it findable on search engines, but I don't know how many people actually found it that way. I couldn't find it, you know, on my own. I actually had to log in to my Wix account to get it to pop up. And of course, it doesn't actually work in Chrome. I actually had to use Internet Explorer bleh, to get this to pop up. But yeah. And as for actually preserving this website, I don't think I can actually like just download like the SWF file for the website because it depends on Wix's servers to like actually download like the information. So I don't think it's just like S2 SWF files. I think it actually requires like the actual server to communicate with to get it to actually work. And I'm not going to just rewrite the entire website in HTML or Java for no reason because I'm not trying to rewrite history. I'm trying to preserve it and document it. And like, this is like just a very small, like niche corner of, I guess, the Club Penguin fandom. But it was very important to me and the few people who actually saw it. But anyway, that's just a very interesting, side thing that I wanted to just cover before, 2020 and Flash Player ends. So, and there potentially this website no longer being accessible. And I did take a screenshot of pretty much everything that I could and save it, but I just wanted to do a video as well to show it in action. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. Um, of course, I'll put my Twitter and the link to Chris Hendricks, one of the guys who actually worked on the game, in the description. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Also, I'll put my Twitch down there as well. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you found this video at least a little bit mildly entertaining or interesting, and maybe I'll see you again in some other form. Take care.